Hey guys, and welcome to What the Bow. Today's episode, Disney's 50th anniversary plates. We didn't try too many plates, but we got a pretty good handful of those special ones.
They were pretty delicious too.
Yeah, very delicious, right?
Yes.
Well, as you already know, I'm your host, Richard,
And Kristen.
and let's get down to it. So we spent 3 days?
It was one full day and then 2 half days.
2 half days? Okay. And we had a list of desserts to food of what we wanted to try at Disney. But I mean, Chris is more of the Disney expert here. So like, what was the celebration and what was going on, Kristen?
So it was Disney's 50th anniversary, and it's a 18-month celebration. So I mean, obviously, if you haven't gotten there yet, it's going to be going on for literally 18 months. And
18 months.
18 months, yes, literally for 1 year and 6 months.
We're gonna celebrate the 50th anniversary.
Yes, it goes for 18 months. You heard right.
Oh my God. Okay.
So it started on October 1st, and we went to Animal Kingdom that day, though. So we weren't quite in the middle of all of the excitement at Magic Kingdom, but it was perfect because Animal Kingdom was nice and quiet. There wasn't a lot of crowds. It was great.
It wasn't as jam packed as like a normal day was, but I did see those videos.
People getting into fights over merchandise and
they were
everything.
getting fight for more merchandise. Oh, it was like cups.
And what I don't understand is that merchandise was still there 2 days later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, but I get the business aspect of it.
The people who resell.
Yeah, but I mean, we were there, and I think 3 times I was able to grab the cup.
Those Starbucks tumblers.
Yeah, I was able to hold on to it. And I'm telling you guys right now, those tumblers, there's some weight to them.
That's scary.
I think they had to be like 2 pounds.
They're very solid.
Yes, if you're looking for a really sturdy tumbler that you can hit somebody with it,
it's like a brick,
and murder them.
That's the one you're looking for.
Okay, this is the one you're looking for $32.99, I think, was the retail price of it. But no, I grabbed that thing and I looked at Chris and I was like, "Holy crap! This is really heavy.
This is the one we wanted.
This is the one why we didn't pick it up?
No, we actually never got it.
We wanted it, but we didn't pick it up. It was just so. It was just it was way out of my checkbook.
But it was so sought after, and it was just funny that, I mean, even at Disney Springs, they still had it there.
They had it everywhere.
And they weren't announcing it. They weren't making a big deal out of it. They just kind of had a little spot in the back of World of Disney. And they had them all in little brown boxes.
Yeah,
and they had 2 cast members handing them out if you asked for them. But there was no fight. There was no line. People just kind of walked over and just asked for it.
No, you went to the bathroom at that time.
Oh, well, I didn't see the fight.
This guy walked over, and I think he's asked his girlfriend or friend. And he's like, "Wait, what do you got there?" And she's like, "These are these sawed up tumblers that these sawed up cups for the 50th anniversary." And he's like, "Really? Why are you holding it so tight?" And she's like, "Everybody wants it." He didn't believe her. And now people were asking, "Is that the tumbler?" And then she was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Where'd you find it? Where'd you get it?" It was kind of interesting to see people treasure hunting that. I mean, we were
crazy.
We're looking for Club 33 doors. I mean,
our goal is to get in one day.
Yeah, that's our goal.
Just for one visit.
Just for one visit. I think one day. If Disney, you're hearing this, just let you know, we would love to have just a tour. One day.
I would love it.
We'll love it. Just a tour. We swear we won't share your secrets.
We won't even take pictures.
We won't even take pictures. Our eyes will forever hold those memories.
Seriously.
But I heard that membership was pretty insane anyways.
It is.
Pricey. It's pretty pricey. But alright, like I said, let's talk about the dishes. Let's talk about some of the foods that we had.
Well, we didn't really get much 50th anniversary foods, but we definitely soaked in a lot of the sights and stuff for sure.
I like we did see more of the sights than the food. Food was like I said, if you're bringing about $3K, definitely you can fulfill like a dinner and a bunch of what do you call those It's like side
Snacks.
vendors, right?
Snacks vendors, yeah.
Snack vendors. Which is still fulfilling. Don't take me wrong, but just really pricey for
And there's 50 items that were released
food
throughout
or
the entire 4 parks plus Disney Springs.
of food.
50 items of foods and drinks, desserts, snacks. It's a list of 50 items for the 50th anniversary.
This is crazy.
And that's why we didn't get to all of them.
But if you haven't already, check out Kristen's Instagram page.
Panda's Loot. It's PANDASLOOT.
And she'll have some photos of some of of our trip, our Disney trip or whatever that's there that we were able to capture. My Instagram, it will be there too. Rlong 001, I believe it's what it is. It's RLUONG 001. And yeah, no, check those out and see some of the photos if you're more interested in seeing those in front of you. But all right, let's tell the first thing we did. We did grab what was it? Orville's tub, Charlie tub.
It was Uncle Orville's bathtub.
Yes, that clear tub.
It was
right?
really good.
Well, hold on. The price I believe was $16.99.
$99.
So it was $17. With state tax and stuff like that. With not including state tax. It was not bad. I mean, for the okay, so here actually,
It was big.
It was a very large bowl. It was a very large tub. You know what? I thought about it. If you've ever gone to Best Buy, or you ever go to Walmart or something, you can get a chance to look at a Oculus 2, the VR headset.
Facebook's VR.
Okay, the VR headset. Just hold it in your hand, and that's what the tub looks like.
It really does. It's a clear plastic, legitimate tub.
Yeah, it's a clear plastic tub.
I mean, you can tell it's a tub. It has the little legs at the bottom. It's cute.
Yeah, the little 4 little legs and stuff, and it's a clear tub. Like I said, hold a Oculus 2 headset in your hand if you go to if you want to get an idea what it looks like, because some of the photos don't justify the size of it.
No, I thought it was a lot smaller than it ended up being.
Being right, like it was delicious. Now just talking about the thing. It is just a clear piece of plastic. It is just a tub. I mean, simply you could 3D print your own if you wanted to, or if you have the time to make it out of resin and plastic mold and stuff. Then a project at home, good for you, right? But for $16, I don't know. For $16 for a tub, not really. I
don't think the price point was worth it. I think it should have been something more like $10.99 maybe.
Now,
for what you got.
For people who are listening to this might come a little shocker too. I hope not. But even with the food in it, the quantity of the food doesn't make up the $17. It doesn't.
It didn't. I mean,
it did not do that.
It didn't fill the ice cream all of the way, and there was a lot of whipped cream at the top.
Oh my god, the whipped cream was so much. Okay, so let's describe what we got here. Like the very bottom of the tub, I think you have 2 to 3 circular brownies.
Yeah, they're like the little brownies that you get from Walmart.
Exactly. Yeah.
Same idea.
Yeah, 2 of those 3 little small mini brownies from Walmart. You can get them if you don't go to Walmart. Publix is our kind of brand, food brand store. If you're in the more northern area,
Wegmans.
I think Costco sells tiny brownies.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Sam's, Costco's, BJ's.
Just think of those small brownies.
2 bite
2
brownies.
or 3 of those, the bite ones, yeah. And then they layer the bottom of the tub.
Then there's ice cream. We have chocolate and vanilla.
Yep, the chocolate vanilla ice cream. And then on the very top is just smoldering amount of.
It was a lot. I saw her. She used the little pump machine.
Yeah.
To put all of the whipped cream on top, and then it's lined with red and blue. I think white as well. Candied stars, tiny little ones, little sprinkles. Right? Yep.
Little sprinkles. Yeah. And if you're a whip person, great. I think this is great for you. I think you'll love it. If you like that quick mixture of the brownies and ice cream, kudos. But it's not. To me, it doesn't live the expectation of $17. I think it'd be more of a price range, maybe at $12. I think,
Yeah, that's what I was saying about like $10.99 maybe.
right? Like, oh, $10.99 I think is a little still on the cheap end. I think there's a little bit of like the value of $10.99. I think $10.99 would be cheaper, or like $11.99.
But probably think about it, $16.99 you're paying like $10.99 for the ice cream sundae, and then another $6 for the tub.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
where it comes out to
That's where it
probably be
comes
about
out.
$16.99 for that.
$5. My God. I mean,
It's pretty heavy duty plastic though.
I mean, yes. I wouldn't try putting it into a microwave. I'm not planning to do that in my
No.
microwave.
I would wash it out and just use it as like a pen holder or something.
But I wouldn't. No, I couldn't see myself. I wouldn't see myself going back again
For that specifically.
for that specifically. Yeah, I don't feel like I could do that. It does not justify my price at all. Now, moving on from that, we did get a lot of great photos of the castle and the park in the general gist of it. There's like the bronze or gold statues, right?
Yes, we got a few of those. We found a bunch that we didn't take pictures of. We found like Lumiere and Cogsworth together. We saw Orangebird.
So Stitch.
We saw Stitch. We got a picture of Stitch. We did. And we saw like Pooh Bear and Tigger and all of the ones that were in Epcot. And we saw the ones that were in Magic Kingdom. So we saw a lot. We just didn't take pictures of all of them. But my favorite was Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, she loves the Cheshire Cat one. I mean, I liked all of them. It was like kind of cool. We kind of like made them over like a I Spy type of thing going on when we were walking with the kids. So it was kind of unique and fun at the same time to find them. If you're looking for more of a celebration, I don't think there was much for us. I mean, we were at Magic Kingdom, and the most of that we experienced in that day was maybe the parade.
There were a lot of cavalcades.
What was it?
Cavalcades.
What was that?
Is that the right word? The little pop-up Disney princesses and characters and stuff that just like kind of marched through.
But that didn't happen throughout the day. It actually happened more towards the evening.
Well, we went a little bit later too, and we weren't on Main Street for the most part. We were kind of in the back in like Frontierland, and we were bouncing around a lot. So I don't think that we really experienced a lot of what would happen if we were in one spot for a while.
I see what you're saying.
Because we were at Pin Traders, and they popped up. We saw what, 2 or 3?
Wait, hold on. Talk about pin trading. You did pick up something else. You did pick up something very
unique.
Unique.
Yeah. We picked up the 50th anniversary pass holder pin.
Which is specifically for pass holders.
Yeah, they asked for your pass holder card just to prove it.
Yep. And it was funny because they were also talking about how rare they couldn't find. Remember the guy, another vlogger?
He was looking for the 50th anniversary pin in general, and they were starting to sell out. He was looking for the pass holder one?
The one that we got. Yeah.
Yeah, we were lucky. We actually found that one at Animal Kingdom. And they were sold out at MK.
Yeah, they were, hands down, pretty much if you're looking for anything for 50th anniversary, I believe that Magic Kingdom was sold out.
Well, everyone went to Magic Kingdom. I mean, we saw the videos from day one.
Yeah, everything was there was sold out, and then if you were looking for it again, we found them at Magic Kingdom. I mean, Animal Kingdom.
Some of them were at Animal Kingdom. I mean, some of them were sold out there too.
Some of them were sold, but not all of it.
I mean, they still had the majority of the stuff.
Yeah, even the pass holder, there was still a stack of those around. So I don't know. I think the planning portion of how to diverse the material was pretty poor. I get the idea that they left it at Magic Kingdom, but I think they did a pretty poor job at that.
I think they should have had them everywhere.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even have them at a Emporium. They just had them only at Pin Traders in the back at Frontierland.
Yeah, I believe if you diverse and not thin out your business, but you kind of keep it.
But it keeps it from having long lines too, like virtual queues and everything.
The
45-minute waits for some places.
The Emporium was insane. We were outside, but we got in pretty quick.
We did, lucky. Yeah. Emporium didn't have the virtual queue, which is good because it was just one single line that progressed through rather quickly, actually.
And then I think rides in general was about average of 20 minutes to 40 minutes each.
No one was there for rides, it
What?
felt like. I
What
mean,
did
they were
even?
down to like, even Mine Train was under an hour for
Yeah.
the whole day, pretty much.
What did it even matter? I was on mine train. My mine train was what?
It said
60 minutes?
65-minute wait, and you were on and off in less than
20.
40, if
It was a
that.
20, like 20, 40, right?
Like, I
Okay.
think it was probably about 40 minutes for you to get from the back of the line literally to the end of the ride. That's
It
how
was
fast
quick.
it was.
It was quick. Like I said, it was quick, and it was a pretty good line. And it was, I don't know, the timing there was pretty poor.
They didn't advertise correctly.
Yeah, that's like I said, I think a lot of the executions, business wise, was done pretty poorly. I think they, like I said, I think they should have done it, spread it out with the material so that everyone was going to every park to make business more thrive.
At the same time,
in every
though, it's a
park.
Magic Kingdom thing. It's not an Animal
no,
Kingdom thing.
I
It's
get
celebrating Magic Kingdom over everything because that is the main aspect of Disney World.
No, I get it. I just feel like they need it. You're running a business. Disney encompasses everything, not just Magic Kingdom itself. It captures the imagination, the culture of like the African, culture there. It captures the imagination of Hollywood acting and the fantasy stuff. The fantasy of realism, um, of like Star Wars and stuff. And it captures, um, whatever the other theme park like Epcot, the cultures of multiple cultures. I think that everybody has a certain interest, and that's what makes it so unique, and that's why Disney is so good, but at the same time so bad because of the pricing you're paying to experience that.
Oh, the pricing's gone
Well,
up, but that's another story for
that's
another
a whole
time.
other story. Pricing, well, just about the 50th anniversary, like we're talking about right now, just like I think they should have spread the materials more, more
Throughout every park.
throughout each part, some of each part. So you're not just standing there waiting for the tumbler over at Epcot. I could have gone over to Animal Kingdom and picked me a tumbler. I couldn't have to stay there for the pins in one spot. I can go to get the pins at another spot. Because we saw the fight, we saw a small riot. Literally, it was a woman, an employee, who literally stood there, and she's like, "People, back up, back up, back up!" And then she's like,
She basically got almost trampled.
She almost got killed. She was like, two items podcast. And then those fucking demons coming out and trying to grab those bags from her.
That was crazy.
It was a pretty intense moment, and I think they could have approached it more diverse, but much better. But let's take a quick break right here, so you can hear from a little bit of our ads real quick, and then we'll see you guys back in just a second. Hey guys, are you looking for a custom sticker or a custom shirt? Well, if you haven't already, check out with Kristen's website at
Pandasloot.com. That's PANDASLOOT.com.
There you can find some custom stickers, shirts, and if you're also interested of a little bit personal, you can message her at.
You can find me at Doodles by K10 on both Facebook and Instagram.
Throw a quick image, give us an idea, do a quick shout out. She'll design it. You like it, we approve it. Bam. What happens, Kristen?
I get to make it, put it into the Cricut. It's a really fun process. I love being able to do it. I love being able to share it with you, and you'll get it in the mail.
Where do we just see some of the process?
Definitely, I'm on TikTok as well. I do reels on Instagram. I share my photos on Facebook. They're all over the place.
So again, guys, if you're interested in some custom stuff, check out Doodles by K10 at Panda-Sode.com.
All right, we're back, and now we're going to talk about the 50th anniversary petite cake, the 50th celebration petite cake from Amorette's Patisserie in Disney Springs.
Oh my god, I love this cake. I think of all cakes,
This was your favorite.
this was my favorite of any cake that Ritz has made. They were delicious. They were okay. But the one, okay, but be real here, Kristen. One of the biggest problems
The
of
fondant.
cake is the fondant.
It's the fondant.
It's the fondant. I cannot deal.
We take small bites of it to taste it, but we always end up really just kind of eating around it
Yeah,
and just ripping it off and then eating the cake
the
inside.
fondant kills me. I just don't like the thickness of the fondant. I mean,
I wish that they had just buttercream on the outside.
it was as thick as 2/4. You know what I mean? Almost.
Well, they have been, like, the Mulan one was pretty thick too.
That was thick. The Cruella was thick too.
But those ones I can see why they use fondant, because there was design to it. It's just that this one was just one solid, very light lilac color, and I think they could have used buttercream and smoothed it out instead.
I think Mulan wasn't that decorative compared to this one. I think Mulan was a little.
Well, they had the design to it rather than being one solid color. This has the crystals, quote unquote crystals.
Yeah.
But
I'm not a culinary expert, especially on baking or anything like this or anything. But I don't think you need that much thickness of fondant to hold up, a candy. I mean, I don't know. It just didn't. Fondant is not a thing for me. If you didn't like fondant, leave a comment below. Let me know, like, why don't you like fondant, people, or whatever, or send me a message.
Why do you like fondant?
Or why do you like fondant? Yeah, to me, I think too much fondant kills the flavor, and it's just because it just makes the cake taste a little bit more artificial. But this one, it was delicious, hands down, my favorite.
All right, let's get to what's inside.
Go ahead, tell me what's inside it.
We have vanilla chiffon cake with celebration blue mousse, blueberry jam within the layers, and also lemon curd. It was really good. It was let's count how many layers we have in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
no, she's
6,
counting that.
7, 8,
just give you a heads
9,
up. Like,
10.
we actually do have this photo. We'll have it posted for you guys to take a look at if you want to.
I think it was 11 layers.
11 layers?
11 to 12 layers.
They usually have that many layers, though.
They always have a lot.
But this one, it is.
Looks like 11.
So delicious. That lemon and blueberry mixed when you get into that, it is so safe. I'm drooling.
It was really good.
It was subtly sweet.
The only thing is, if you're going to get this, and I'll forewarn you about this, is it's one per customer, not one per group. It's one per customer. I'm sorry, it's one per group. You can only get one.
How much was it again? I forgot.
You have to be there to get it. It was, I believe, $22.99.
22.
22 or 23.
I think it was average, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a petite cake, and it's from Amaretto, so it's going to be a little bit on the high end for the size of it, obviously, but I believe it was definitely, no matter what, coming from Amaretto's worth the money. It's a good splurge for you going there and getting something that is not only amazing to look at, but also tastes amazing as well.
Yes, truly. And like I said, this is the one cake the fondant was perfectly thin. Now, in the end, we still didn't. In the end, I still did not consume the majority of the fondant.
We had a lot off to the side.
Like, we left a lot off to the side still. But if you just take a small bite of it with the frost, the buttercream, is it buttercream, and the moist cake. Oh God, guys, it was. The texture is, it was very moist. Yeah, right. Yeah, it was very moist. I think ours was like just made.
They were, coincidentally, when we were walking through, I got a little bit nervous because I wasn't sure they would be done with the batch that they were working on, because there was no cakes whatsoever in the cases, any of the cases. And if you've been there before, you'll know that there are 4 sets of cases. However, it duplicates 2 cases twice, and there were not a single cakes in any of those cases that were the 50th anniversary, and it just
scares the crap out of us.
It scared me, because that was our last day there. It was our checkout day, and we really wanted it, and we didn't want to have to come back to grab it again.
Now, a quick description of it, just so you guys get an idea. It looks it's a pretty much a circular. It's a cylindrical cake.
Your
Yeah,
regular circle cake,
a
yeah.
regular. Yeah. It's petite, small. But the uniqueness. I think this is the coolest part. A chunk of it is torn, like cut out, gouged out, and it's filled with sugar crystals, right? Rock candy, and it's all. It's just so those who know our wedding colors, it's like a mixture of like a like a little bit royal purple and royal blue,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just it's rock candy, and he shoved it in there to give it a nice pretty design, like a rock. It's just
It looks so good though. I love it.
it doesn't look nasty. It looks beautifully done, very artistically done, with um, gold foil tin. What do you call it? Gold.
It's the edible foil.
The edible foil thing, yeah. A little bit of that to give it a little
Little gold
sparkle.
leaf.
And there's a ribbon that goes on the bottom ring of it. And then the 50th anniversary by Disney is a chocolate. So that's edible, but the ribbon's not edible, obviously. But everything else was deliciously made. So if you do get a chance to look at our photos again at Panda-Sode on Instagram or on our Facebook page,
We'll have them up tonight.
yeah, we'll be up tonight, right? If you cut into it, that's where Kristen was saying that there's a, what'd you say, hon? It was like,
There's 11 layers. It would make 12 layers with the buttercream and then 13 layers with the fondant on top of that.
and
But cake-wise, there's 11 layers.
and the flavor is it's sweet
It's
and
not overly sweet
it's not
either.
o-
It's nice. It's
yeah.
perfect.
That's the word I'm looking for. It has a very sweet tart, like a tart.
Because that blueberry jam and
That
that
blueberry
lemon
jam,
curd
that lemon curd
added
mixture.
to it.
Ooh,
The blue mousse, it gave it that nice silky feel.
the silky feel of it. And the cake melts.
Really
It just
good.
melts
I
in
want
your
another.
mouth as you're like consuming it. It just, you don't want it to stop. It was perfect. The sweet texture was phenomenal, and I cannot. Of all the cakes I've had there, this one, hands down,
It was
was
delicious.
it was just delicious. It was the best.
Mm.
Right? And this one, for 22, what he said?
It was somewhere around 22 to 23.99. I can't exactly remember specifically which one.
For this price, hands on, well worth it.
For that one-time splurge,
For this
for
one-time
sure.
splurge for $23, this cake is the one. I it trumps the Mulan one we has, trumps the um Cruella one that we had. This one would be my top one. If you're looking at a nice sweetheart, it's just very subtle, smooth. This is the cake. This is the one you are looking for. And again, it's at Disney Springs, ladies and gentlemen. Emirates, right?
Amaret's
Emirates.
Patisserie.
Yes. Be careful. Make sure to check out if there's a line or not.
Yeah, a few people were cutting through.
People coming through. I think it was a little unfortunate and sad, but if you looked at it real quickly, there was no one outside.
And it didn't look like a line, yeah. Just
It
the door
didn't
was
look.
shut, and that was it.
No, and that was the unfortunate part. But the line moved pretty quick. When we got in there, it moved very fast. It wasn't too bad, and like I said, we would just make sure you ask for it. Just ask for a fresh, baked one or made one just recently or something.
Just in case.
Just in case, because that experience is
And it's awesome because you get to watch it too.
that's the cool part of it.
It's a
Right?
very open bakery.
So, yeah, that was delicious. Now, what else? We saw a few recommendations. We didn't get the opportunity to capture those. What was it? The burger?
It was the mac and cheese burger.
The mac and cheese burger.
Ooh, that
I
looked
think
good though.
that'd be better than the one from, what's the one we had today? Planet
Planet
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yeah, I tried the Planet Hollywood burger. It wasn't satisfying. It wasn't
It was
satisfying.
good, but it could have been better.
It was, yeah. Well, anything could be better. I don't know about this cake though. This cake's
This cake hit home. It was
this
good.
cake hit home for me. I mean, not even just home. It was the one. But we're not talking about the 50th anniversary. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us again tonight or today on What the Bow. I'm your host, Richard.
And Kristen.
And I can't wait to hear from you guys and tell you guys more later on. Peace.
Bye.